Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC TV. Presented in part by Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, Summers Funeral Home, Great Oaks Career Campuses, the Fayette County Public Health Department, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, M&M Fasteners and M&M Turf, S&D Family Tire and Auto, Kirk's Furniture, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around after the game for the Epifano McDonald's post-game show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good afternoon, everyone. Along with David Wooliver, this is Randy Young, and welcome into our coverage of boys soccer action. This afternoon, it will be the Circleville Tigers under head coach Evan Callahan. He will be coming in with an overall mark of 7 wins and 1 loss. Will take on the Miami Trace Panthers under coach Josh Torkelman. The Panthers are coming into the contest with a record of 4 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. This girls' contest just wrapped up about 10 minutes or so ago, and Miami Trace was victorious in that one, 4-0. Congratulations to Coach Chad Tolbert and the squad. We, of course, will be doing the girls' game between them and Washington Courthouse in October. So, again, the Trace girls win today, 4-0. We'll tell you more about that later on. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll quickly give you a preview of the boys' game and then get ready to get started. So stay with us right here on Boys Soccer Action on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
As a U.S. veteran, you have serviced your country well. Now it's time to let us serve you. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission provides free assistance for both veterans and their families. To learn more about the services we provide, please give us a call at 740-335-1610.
Fayette County is a community of hope. Join us on October 5th to find or to be a light in the dark. A glow walk to promote suicide prevention and awareness will take place October 5th at 7 p.m. at the Miami Trace High School football field. This is your opportunity to get support and resources or to provide support for others. Let's light up the night to help our friends, our family, or ourselves find a way out of the dark. For more information or to register, visit the Fayette County Public Health website at faycohd.org. That's FAYCOHD.org.
All right, we're back here now as we're just about 5.5 minutes away from the start of tonight's, or I should say this afternoon's contest between Circleville and also Miami Trace. Let's really quick take a look at both teams. As we mentioned before, Circleville comes into the contest with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss. They're 2-1 in the Mid-State League. They open up the season with wins over New Hope Christian, Westfall, and Piketon. And then they pulled out something that they haven't done since 2020. They won a league game in the Mid-State League. They were 0 for 3 years. And, of course, they play 7 league games, so I think it was like 0 and 22. But this year they did win, and they won over Liberty Union 7-4. They lost then a tough one against Bloom Carroll, 3-1, and now have come back with wins against Sheraton, shutting them out 2-0. They shut out Greenfield earlier this week, 3-0, and then Amanda Clear Creek by a score of 2-1. In that Greenfield game, Blaine Fowler, number 14, I believe it is the young gentleman we want to keep an eye on. He's only a sophomore, but he had 2 of the 3 goals in that game. So we'll keep an eye on him. Their goalie is also a pretty good one as well. His name is Will Flory. He is a junior. He had 15 saves in that 3-1 loss to Bloom Carroll. The game was tied, by the way, 0-0 at the half, but unfortunately things fell apart for Coach Evan Callaghan in the second half of play when the team, Bloom Carroll, was able to get 3 goals. Evan Callahan has, that name may be a little familiar to fans. Evan was an assistant coach with Circleville for several years. He was part of the girls basketball program and also the girls soccer program. He took the head coaching job at Waverly. He took over for Travis Robertson. Of course, everyone remembers Travis, a courthouse graduate, went to Waverly and led the team to the Final Four a couple of years ago. Evan, unfortunately, graduated so many kids and had basically go with underclassmen, and the team didn't do all that well. In fact, I think they won 1 or 2 games. Plus, Evan was driving from Circleville every day to Waverly. I don't know about you, but I've done some traveling in my life, especially when I had a job in Cincinnati. You 50 miles just one way and 100 plus, and when you're doing basketball, you're late at night, you're doing games and stuff. And after about a year or so, he thought that it might be best for him just to head back home. He was offered the boys' head soccer coaching job, and he took it. And he responded last year. They came in off, and I believe they won 8 games last year. And now this year they've already won 7. So you can see there's a change of attitude there a little bit for the program. So again, Circleville comes in at 7-1. Meanwhile, for Miami Trace, of course, Josh Torkelman, I believe is his 10th year. His team has a record of 4 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. You look at the FAC standings, and right now Miami Trace is currently in, let me see here, I got it right in front of my face, David. Yeah, they're in 4th place in the FAC. Their top scorer is Landon Burns, number 5. He scored 8 goals and has 5 assists so far. Also, Ian Rayburn, 8 goals, assists. He's number 10. And another one, Ian Mavis, who had several goals the other night. He's number 3 on the roster. He has 8 goals and 4 assists. So there's your 3 main players. Again, that will be Burns, Rayburn, and Mavis. We'll be talking after the game with Coach Torkelman. Meanwhile, we can tell you that the team overall, as we mentioned, 4-1. They had won 3 in a row. They've beaten Waverly, Clinton Massey, and Greenfield, all here, 2 of the 3 at home. Then they lost a tough one against Hillsborough on Thursday night, losing a 4-2 decision. So far, they have scored 29 goals and given up 28 goals. And they're 4-1. That fits about right, a 500 team. So that's their record there as well. So, again, that's how the teams match up. We come back, we'll have the kickoff of today's soccer game, the first 40-minute period. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Number 29, Dion Pyle. Number 30, Kenton Pfeiffer Woods. Number 32, Colton Swincher. Number 35, Garrett Pfeiffer Woods. Now for your starters. Number 1, Will Flurry. Number 2, Grayson Buckley. Number 3, Kamal Majaji Ali. Number 8, Logan Huggins. Number 10, Anthony Wade. Number 12, Zach Bell. Number 13, Jackson Hatfield. Number 14, Blaine Fowler. Number 15, Caden Paxton. Number 20, Austin Farchi. And number 36, Ashton Groff. The Tigers are coached by Evan Callahan, assisted Jason Paxton. Now, for your own Panthers, number 33, Liam Havens. Number 25, Eric Cooper. Number 29, Corbin Dotson. Number 21, Harper Dotson. Number 12, Caleb Esker. Number 28, Maddox Hernandez. Number 31, Sebastian Rojas. Now for your starters. Number 5, Landon Burns. Number 32, Bodie Gurr. Number 18, Merrick Montgomery. Number 10, Ian Rayburn. Number 19, St. John Smith. Number 23, Andrew Trout. Number 6, Jaden Cromer. Number 16, Avery Bennett. Number 3, Ian Mavis. Number 8, Levi Morrison. Number 7, Spencer Smith. The Panthers are coached by Josh Thorman, assisted by Aaron Teeters, Joe Flack, Matt Esker, and Michael Miller.
So that's the starting lineups for both teams been introduced here. I've got 1 or 2 numbers, Miami Trace, that kind of threw me off here a little bit, so we may have to get them as we go along. But basically, you'll have Avery Bennett will be in the goal for Miami Trace. He's got the, I don't know what color that is.
Pink.
Beige?
It's pink.
I don't know. And the Circleville goalie, that being number 1, Will Forey, he's got a kind of a green collar. So the goalies will definitely stand out in this game today. Let's put it that way. All right. So it looks like it's going to be Mavis, Burns, Rayburn, Montgomery, Smith, Trout, Hernandez, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. We're missing one guy. We'll see if we can pick that up. Anyway, we start off. Burns has the ball as we begin for Miami Trace. They'll go right to left across your across your screen. Battle around midfield. Mavis has it. High in the air, tries to go with the hitter. Ball's knocked loose. Picked up by Smith of Miami Trace. Coming back with it will be Buckley of Circleville. Can't hold on to it. Trace gets it. A lead kick all the way down to the corner, and it will go out of bounds to Ian Rayburn. He tried to go down that right sideline, and it went a little bit long on him. So Trace will get the ball. No, check it. I think Tigers will get the ball. We're just under a minute here in the first period of play. We just got started. Circleville will toss it in. Ball's kicked up high in the air to Spencer Smith. I got two Smiths in there, so I got to make sure I say the right one's first name. That one goes out of bounds. Saving the ball will be Jaden Comer. I think that was the 8th. That's the other player. I thought it was an 8, and it was a 6. So now with the ball will be Levi Morrison. Ball's thrown in, knocked around. Coming up with it will be St. John Smith. Mavis, one of the leaders on the team in goals, scored. Has the ball taken away from him. Ball's kicked way out of bounds and will go over to the far right side. And the Panthers will recover at midfield. Try the attack. Circleville gets it back. Little bump there. And now Circleville Morrison will kick the ball down court or downfield. And Circleville will get it. Once again, with the ball will be Maggie I. And it is out of bounds, and Circleville will retain.
They're going to call offsides on Miami Trace on that one.
Okay, offsides has been called on Miami Trace. Thank you, David. David sometimes can pick these things up better than I, and that's good. That's why you always want help.
What little soccer knowledge I have.
Well, at least you had knowledge on that one, my friend. Long kick down the right side, and a little bumping going on. Circleville is able to save it and then knock it out of bounds. That was Kalen Paxton, and he was going up against Spencer Smith on defense. 3.5 minutes into the first period. Again, no score. Ball's hit, kicked, and header, and saved by Bennett. So we'll give him credit with a save on goal. Ball's kicked around. Panthers with 2-on-1, but nice steal there by Meje A. Or Al, excuse me. Ball kicked by Miami Trace. And a little give and go. That one goes to Morrison. Lead all the way. Boy, Circleville comes all the way out to around the 15-yard line to get a short kick to prevent any further movement toward the goal. So, Circleville on offense gets it across midfield. Defensively, coming back up with it will be Landon Burns, junior. Quick kick down to Smith. Tries to set up to the middle. Just went by Burns a little bit. He was complaining he was held. Nothing called. Here comes Circleville on the fast break. Little give and go, and it went a little bit too wide. Got past Camille Maggi-Isle, and getting the save is, again, Bennett. He gets it down to around midfield. And Archie with the kick. And another shot goes wide to the right. So Circleville so far being a little bit more aggressive toward the goal, but knocking it wide. No score. We've played 6 minutes, and the Flies are out today. Long kick down to around the 30-yard line. With it now will be Morrison. Morrison now over to Rayburn. Rayburn kicks it back over to Burns. Shot toward the middle, goes over the head of everyone. And coming back now on the weak side, getting the save will be Malcolm Kidd. Battle going on. Getting the ball will be Sinjin Smith, number 19 for Miami Trace. Now it is Mavis. Mavis tries to attack. Circleville yet with another steal. And here comes Paxton. Kicks it all the way down, about 30 yards, and knocks it out of bounds. And Miami Trace will get the ball. Comerin. Now over to Morrison. Morrison at midfield to Rayburn. Rayburn down.
Offsides again.
We got another offsides. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
You're only allowed to go so many yards, I think, in front of the attended teammate. Little mid-air collision there, nothing called. Goes on out of bounds. Comer with the ball. Throw it in. We're at the 32-minute mark. As soon as he gets the ball. Short throw into Sinjin Singh. Now over to Andrew Trout, who's now in the game for Miami Trace. As both teams making substitutions quickly and freely. Kalen Johnson, a freshman. Now it's Buckley. And it goes out of bounds. Wide of Johnson in front of the Circleville bench. We're at the 31-minute mark. Ball's in the air. Kicked by Paxton. And it's kicked out of bounds by Trout. And Circleville will retain possession. We'll be taking a break here in just about a minute or so. One of our sponsors. We will do split screen, so that way you won't miss anything if while the commercials are playing. So we'll keep that in mind. Ooh, a little slip there by Circleville. There's the thing, and good play there. And a good save by Avery Bennett. Circleville had a good attack on it, but Bennett with the save. And that goes out of bounds. Circleville. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Panthers will retain possession. just inside of midfield. And a quick substitution. Coming out will be Comer. And entering the game will be Corbin Dotson. And while they have that exchange, let's go ahead and take a break. You're watching boys soccer action, Trace and Circleville right here on WCHC. S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, bouncing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon. Circleville was on the attack with Fowler, but now getting the ball back is Miami Trace. That's Brody Gurr. Circleville now retains possession, comes down to the right side. Long shot from about 12 yards out. That was attempted by Magi Al, and it goes wide left. So just kind of helps set the field a little bit, at least the way I'm seeing it. Of course, we're at the 50-yard line, but the area that's in front of the Circleville bench, which is below us, I'm designating that as the right side. The one that's over on the Trace will be the left side of the field today, so that way have a better understanding of where our locations are at. Burns again tries to push the ball down, not successful, and it goes out of bounds. Circleville will retain possession, and it'll be Johnson. Ball's partially muffed, out of bounds. Circleville will retain possession at about the 10-yard line. There's the shot. Again, another one goes wide left. Wow. Kind of pushed that one, to say the least. So Johnson now, I believe, has missed 2 shots like that, pushing it left like that. We're at the 27-minute mark. Still no score. Circleville 7-1. Trace 4-1. Attacked by Circleville, saved by Trout of Trace. Now with the ball will be Mavis. Ian down the right side, Now over to Montgomery. Montgomery loses it. Ball batted around. Trying to get the save will be again Burns. He loses it. Trace on the attack. Coming up with it is Gurr. Now to the left side. In the air. Trace has it. Right side. That's Morrison. Shot partially deflected. Roll all the way back out. Trace gets a save on it as Mavis gets it around the 30-yard line. Once again, they'll go to the right side. Shake and bake move there. To the middle. Try it again. Ball, and it goes to the right. That's a nice attempt there by Landon Burns. Hit it with his left foot. Unfortunately, hit it right by about, 2-3 feet. So close, but not close enough. Magi Al, number 3. Boy, he's all over the place, isn't he? Johnson, young freshman, tries to push it down on the right side. Gurr with the ball. Trace trying to push it forward from the defensive side to get across midfield, but Circleville retains. And with the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It's off Looks like number 18, I believe it is, Robinson, who's another freshman. This team is very, very young. For Circleville, only have 3 seniors. Everyone else is underclassmen. Ball's right in front of the net. There's the kick. Oh, good play there. Coming out of nowhere and making a beautiful kick was Smith, I believe it was. He got a foot on it and kept it from going into the net. So a save there by Trace on the shot on goal. From the corner, ball's hit up high in the air. Whoa, be careful there. That could have been major disaster. Trace kicked the ball, and it bounced off one of his players, and it almost went in the goal. We've seen that a few times these last couple of years, David. You scored the goal for the other team, and that was almost a big mistake, but Trace rebounds and comes downfield with it quickly. With the ball now is Rayburn, and kicks it out of bounds. And Trace now will retrace their steps as Circleville will bring it out. As we have now played a little over 16 minutes of this first half of play. Again, you play 40-minute halves. Half time's at 10. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, our Kirk's Furniture halftime show. We'll review the stats of the game, update you on some scores going on around the area. Cross-country results from earlier today from Ross Southeastern, and we'll see if we can get some other scores for you from around the area. That one's kicked far right. Let's check and make it left, and that's Huggins. So that will go to Miami Trace. Thing is, David, these guys take about 10, 15 seconds, time off the clock, to go retrieve the ball sometimes. Trying to catch a little extra breath. That one's down the right side. Trace tries to save it, can't do so. Kicks it up in the air, and it goes back to Circleville. I believe that's Goff to Buckley, number 2 for Circleville. Now they try to get the lead kick, and trying to get the ball and knock it out of bounds is Connor, who's back in the game. Good play there. Defensively, don't let them score. Don't let them get by you. Kick the ball out of bounds if you have to. I'm trying to understand this game. That one's kicked, and that's way wide left. We'll be hearing another from our sponsors here in about a minute and a half, as they're helping to present these broadcasts of Fayette County Youth Sports all season long. That one's kicked out of bounds. That's by Spencer Smith on defense, one of the seniors for the Panthers. Four seniors on this Panther team. Bennett, Mavis, Spencer Smith, and Morrison. 6 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and 5 juniors. So Coach Torkelman's got a really nice breakdown of the group here in the classes. Defense, again, kicked by Spencer Smith, trying to keep it alive. Now coming up with it will be Mavis. And we got a Circleville player on the ground, but I think he's going to be all right. Here's the throw, and there's the kick. A goal score there, and that will be Ian Rayburn. A goal will come at the 20-21 mark. Good thing we held up on the break there, David. That was a good kick there by Rayburn. That will be unofficially his 9th goal of the year, and 1-0 in favor of the Panthers. And as they take a lead, we'll have some changes in the lineups. We'll take a quick break as well. 1-0, Trace leads, 20-21 left in the first half. As you're watching boys soccer here on WCHC, we're Washington Courthouse Communication.
The Reproductive Health and Wellness Clinic at Fayette County Public Health offers extended hours once a month. Clients will see a certified nurse practitioner who can prescribe birth control, perform gynecological exams, and test for sexually transmitted infections. To schedule or for more information, call Fayette County Public Health at 740-335-5910.
Kalen Johnson's got to wonder what in the world he's got to do to get a goal. That is the third one that I can remember, David, that he has kicked it wide to the left side of the goal, or to the right, I guess you could say, on that side, left side on the field. Bear Q, that's his name, C-U-I-C. Bear Q is with the ball, number 21, knocked down. And he's saying, come on, give me a help here. That's Huggins, excuse me. And they're going to give it to Trace on the push-off. Good show of sportsmanship there by Mavis. Paxton will be the one that will get a free kick. And that stops to the right of the goal. So Bennett now has stopped 4 shots on goal, including 2 save. Furry, meanwhile, has given up a goal. One nothing. Trace leads. Again, the score came just about 3 minutes ago on a shot by Ian Rayburn. $8:10 left here in the first half. Don't forget at halftime, Kirk's Furniture halftime show. Talk about those great brands of GE appliances. Little battle there going on between the players. Whoa, there's another bump and nothing's called. Jeez. Oh. I get a little amazed, I guess, David. I keep forgetting there is a little physical contact that's allowed. Now, if you put them in a headlock or something, they might call something. I don't know. Well, falling down was Rayburn on that one. I don't know if he wanted something called. Doesn't matter. They go down this side, and now we got Miami Trace. Sinjing Smith. He did the belly flop. But the ball goes back to Circleville. Give and go. Johnson once again kicked, and this one will go out of bounds, as that one is by Trout. Circleville will have it out of bounds, down 0-1 in this contest. Long throw in. Bennett comes out to around the 10-yard line and will kick it. See if he can get set up for his teammate downfield. And he does. Burns kicks it long, but it goes out of bounds. Again, Trace girls win earlier today, 4-0. It was 2-0 by the time I got here, so I didn't get who scored the first half goals. I might have to get a hold of Coach Tolbert on that one, but I know that it was Morrison and Maya scored the goals in the second half. So we'll try to get that info for you later on. So good. Congratulations to the girls. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, David, and only lost to Greenfield 2-1 earlier. So they're really on a roll right now. And as mentioned, the Trace boys, they've won 3 in a row before they lost a tough one down at Greenfield the other night. And here they're up with about 15 minutes left in the first half, 1-0. Battle going on, and kicked out of bounds by Circleville. So Rayburn will get ready to check it. They're going to do a corner shot. It's not going to be Rayburn. Well, that's Morrison. There's a shot. Ball's kicked away by Circleville. And they get at around the 25-yard line. They'll kick it downfield, and that goes out of bounds. So Trace will get it back. And they go down the left sideline. And comes off Circleville, so Rayburn will check it. They're going to do a free kick. Yep. It's going to be Rayburn. Yep, a short kick. Give and go. Goes out of bounds off Burns. So Circleville will retain possession. We're at the 14-minute mark here in the first half of play. Don't forget, after the contest, we'll be naming our Epifano McDonald Star of the Game. I don't know if we'll have a chance for an interview, but we'll make sure to get a picture posted or something so they can be recognized. We've had a couple, the girls, the volleyball teams, both Trace and Courthouse this week. We'll try to keep that up throughout the whole season. We can't get a picture of them or live interview. We always can use Facebook, right, David? We have to. Meanwhile, jockeying way over on the left side is Liam Havens, a sophomore. Kicks it out. Circleville comes down quickly, and kicking it out of bounds over by the scoreboard is Jonathan Perez, a junior for Circleville. Trace, after today's game, will be out of action until next Thursday night when they play host to Jackson at 7 o'clock. And then next Saturday, they go down to New Boston to play Greenwood. And I'm looking, that's their last Saturday game for the year. Unless somehow there'd be a tournament or something. I think most of those are going to be Tuesday and Thursday games, to be honest with you. And trying to skid there a little bit was Caleb Esker, and he couldn't quite save it, so Circleville gets it back, and, well, Jaden Comer says, I think I'll kick it out again. Let's set it up on defense. Circleville. And Comer again, and again he got himself off his leg, goes out of bounds. So Circleville's Grayson Buckley will have it. Comes to the right side. Ball stolen. Nice play there by Trace. Esker now goes to Sinjing Smith. Now over to the side there to Burns. And Burns kicks it all across the court. Now in the front. Knocking it down. Oh, hits the thing. Hits the rod. And then another attempt by Trace. They had 2 shots on goal and couldn't make it. And have to go back and try again. So 2 shots on goals by Trace. I believe that was Burns and also Morrison, and neither one were able to get it in. One hit the goalpost, the other one hit the ball and got knocked down, and now we have an injury on the field, and the clock has stopped as a couple players may have had a little collision, and both coaches are out, so we'll get ready to take a break here. So there's a timeout on the field. 10:55 left in the first half. Injury timeout, 1-0. Trace leads. You're watching boys soccer action right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
At the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, we do solemnly swear to proudly support all veterans of all branches across all generations. Please contact us today to learn more. 740-335-1610.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
All right, back here at Miami Trace, the players are okay. It looked like it was Jonathan Perez, a junior for Circleville, number 5, and I thought that was Burns for Trace, number 5 as well. But Morrison came up messing with his head, so it might have been him too. Whatever. They're both okay, and they're saying let's get back into action, so that's what we're doing. That's Mavis this time, and he's slow getting up. He's bending over a little bit, and he's slow walking. Clock continues to roll. So Mavis a little shaken up. Circleville will get ready to take it on their side, the other Trace side of the field, trying to get the save, and it knocked out of bounds by Sebastian Rodriguez, a freshman, number 31. We're trying to get these names in as quickly as we can, folks, so bear with us. Andrew Trout down, and the ball comes off his foot. Circleville will take over. We're under 10 minutes now left here in the first half, and it's 1-0 in favor of Miami Trace. Ball's thrown in. Coming up will be Bennett, about 8 yards out in front of the net, or I should say outside the goal line. Quickly, down court, or downfield, setting it up. Shot up, and it hits the side of the net, and a last-second save there by Flory, excuse me. So that was Mavis trying to get goal number 9 and fell short. If I can stop saying going down the court instead of the field, we'll be okay, David.
You're just getting ready for basketball.
It happens. Yeah, I'm getting ready for basketball already. We got like 20-some games this year. We'll talk more about that when we get closer to it. Meanwhile, soccer here, and Bennett will kick it out. So Miami Trace has 3 shots on goal. They've made 1 of them. Circleville has 2 saves and 4 shots on goal. That was way to the right of the end zone. So, Avery Bennett will take his time. Running a little time off the clock. Mavis with the hit. Kick down around the 35-yard line. Battle going on. Circleville gets it. Spencer Smith trying to set up on defense with Circleville, and they work themselves all the way out and go out of bounds in the back left side of the goal. Seven minutes now left here in the first half of play. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, the Kirk's Furniture halftime show. Try and get some strategy put together. Spencer Smith will be doing the kicking. Coming up will be Rayburn. Now over to Rodriguez. Fight for the ball. Circleville just inside midfield. Taken right back from him. And now, once again, it will be Rayburn for Trace. Circleville on the attack. Boy, Wade was not backing off at all. Circleville has it. Little give and go. And it's long. And now coming back with it will be Maiji L. And the ball is kicked by Circleville. Goes off one of the Panther players. And long kick down to the Panther side. Coming up with it will be Levi Morrison. Morrison, deep right corner. Looking, kicks it toward the middle. And a little chip shot by the Panthers goes wide to the right. Way out of bounds, or way to the left. I think I'm doing this the opposite way. In front of us should be left and the far side should be right, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
On the field.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'll correct that. Because I think I had the opposite way. And it just doesn't sound right. And that's why. Meanwhile, under a little pressure, kicked out of bounds, is Hernandez. Goes back to Circleville. Hernandez with a header. Ball battling. Mavis tries to get in there. Now come up with Circleville. Hatfield. Now over to Wade. Wade, kick, gets off the hands of Bennett, and it goes out of bounds. But Circleville will be able to try a corner shot. That's exactly what they're going to try to do. So Trace will have to set up on defense. Now, check that. They're going to have Anthony Wade try the corner kick. He's a junior. So he'll do like a little hook. There's it right in the middle. They try to hit it, and missing will be Blaine Fowler, who had a couple goals down at Greenfield the other night. We're under the 4-minute mark. And once again, Miami Trace with a good save on defense will prepare to get ready to kick the ball off. Again, leading 1-0 here in the first half of play. We play 40-minute halves. And again, about 3.5 left in the first period of action. Circleville trying to get something set up here. Magi Isle sets. And this one's kicked out of bounds. Go back to the Tigers, who I've been corrected. The Tigers are the right side of the field. Panthers the left side. I had them opposite in the first half. I apologize. Ball's knocked around, and Kamel Mejael going to battle there against Comer. Comer will come out. And coming back in will be Harper Dotson. I don't believe we've called his name yet today. And Circleville will have the ball goes out of bounds. So Hernandez will get ready to throw the ball in. Nope. We're going to give it to Sinjing Smith. One of 6 juniors of the Panthers team. Tried to throw it into Morrison, went a little bit wide. Fight for the ball. Another push. Let it go. Panthers with it. We're down to under 2 minutes. Long kick on the right side, and it goes out of bounds. There's the throw in, and Bennett will go ahead and scoop it up. He'll come out to around the 8-yard mark, which seems to be kind of tradition for him today. Get the kick off. Here comes now Trace on the fast break. And Circleville, nice recovery there at about the 5-yard line to save it. And quickly gets it down to his teammates. Another battle going on. Dotson stolen now by Circleville. Huggins has it. Long kick to the right side. So we're under a minute. Spencer Smith, one of 4 seniors on the team, throws it in. Battle going on. Coming down that right sideline. And then going out of bounds will be Blaine Flower. So Circleville will retain possession. Flower County's team now. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We got less than 30 seconds. Let's see if we can get a tied score here. They're even pulling the goalie almost to midfield. Bennett quickly jumps on it and stops it from going in. He'll kick it again as we're in the final seconds of the first half of play here. And that will end the first half as the horn sounds. So we've got one in the books, and so far for the Panthers, they've been pretty aggressive, and they're leading it by a score of 1-0. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Kirk's Furniture halftime show, so stay with us right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
Leella Lanes across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds on Route 22 reminds you that they are signing youth between the ages of 5 through 18 for their fall season youth leagues. The leagues start Saturday, September 21st at 11 a.m. Bowling offers young people an opportunity to earn college scholarship money as young as 5 years old. You can learn to burn calories and build muscles, as well as learn hand and eye coordination. Everyone participates, as teams usually have 3 or 4 people bowling at the same time. Plus, 3 games of bowling can equal 1 mile of walking. So sign your youth up today. Call for more information at 740-335-2580. That's 740-335-2580. Or stop by Leella Lanes for full details.
M&M Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Bulk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
It's now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show. presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays. It's halftime, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Miami Trace boys Panthers soccer team. The only goal came with the 2021 mark with Ian Rayburn scoring. And so that's the only score we have at this time. Avery Bennett so far has seen Circleville try to shoot 4 times on goals, but he's made 2 saves, but no goals given up. Meanwhile, for the Circleville Tigers, Will Flory, he has had 3 shots on goals, no saves, and he's given up a goal. So 1-0 is your score. Let's take a look real quickly at some of the other scoring or scores going on around the area. Miami Trace girls beat Circleville today by a final score of 4-0. That makes their record now 5-3. They have now won 4 of their last 5 games. They've won 3 of those 4 games by shutouts, and their only loss was 2-1 to Greenfield McLean. Like I said earlier, time I got here, they had already scored 2 goals. I know Morrison and Myra had goals in the second half, but I didn't unfortunately catch who had goals in the first half, so I'll see if I can get a hold of maybe the coach, Tolbert, and get that information, or it'll be on a website or something, and we'll try to get that information to you later today. Let me see here. What else? Athens beat Circleville today in girls soccer. A score of 1-0 in that one. The goal came in the first half. Athens was now 5-3-1. Chillicothe, even though they're 3-0-1 in the league, they dropped to 4-3-1 overall. In volleyball action, Zane Trace beat Hillsborough as part of a tri-meet 2-0. Still don't have any scores on that. Have no scores on Courthouse and how they're doing today against White Oak or Greenville. Don't have any scores on Courthouse and Blanchester yet. Hartley beat Circleville in volleyball 2-0 as part of a tri-meet. And that's the only scores that I see at this time. All right, the Southeastern cross country went on today. The Adam Reed Memorial at Ross Southeastern in high school boys. Chillicothe won with 20 points. Manchester was second with 103. Courthouse came in third with 107. And Miami Trace finished 12th. Landon Iyer of White Oak won first place. I think it's his 3rd or 4th straight win now. Chillicothe then had the next 5 runners, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's a pretty good way of piling up some points, to say the least. Avery Whiteman of Washington Courthouse and Wyatt Putney of Washington Courthouse was 9th and 10th overall, and Justin Everhart of Miami Trace was the high finisher with 32nd place. In the high school girls, it was I think it's White Oak came in first. Manchester came in second. Chillicothe was 4th. Trace was 6th. And Greenfield was 8th. Gabby Maranza, Chillicothe, that's her 3rd or 4th straight individual title. She won again. Kamika Bennett of Miami Trace came in 10th. Tori Peterson of Miami Trace was 13th. Laura Barker of Greenfield was 41st. And coming in 54th place was Addison Weaver. In the junior high, Leesburg Fairfield won with 46 points. Coming in second was Adina with 47 points. That's 1 point difference. Chillicothe came in 8th. In Sam Herf of Bishop Leger won that one. All these kids in winning these individual cross country, man. I mean, they're on a streak. Miami Trace girls, St. Trace came in first at 45 points. Chillicothe was next with 46 points. Trace was third with 81 points. And Greenfield came in fourth in that. And I believe a girl from St. Trace, I didn't catch her name, she was victorious in that one. All right, so that kind of catches you up on volleyball, soccer, and also cross country. We'll take a break from Kirk's Furniture. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's coming up next week and have second half play-by-play. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
Next week, we only have one broadcast. Well, technically, we've got two broadcasts next week. Reserve varsity doubleheader action. Miami Trace will take on Washington Courthouse. 6 years, I believe, now we've done this, where we've done both the reserve and the varsity. I think we're the only outlet that I can think of that does both reserve and varsity. We did it because that's back when they was going to have the last game at the old Miami Trace gym. Folks might remember that.
Back in the pit.
So we decided, well, let's try something new, because I think I just came on board. And so David said, okay. If he says okay, that means it's okay.
Yes. What a way to finish out the start of your broadcast season with the last few games in the Panther pit.
Yeah.
But then it turned out they played some basketball.
Yeah, they played a bunch of basketball, so we never did get a chance to say, well, that was going to wrap that bad boy up. But anyway, so we end up doing that. So we thought, well, let's continue it, and it's worked out pretty good. So if you got players that's on the reserve team, yes, they will also get a McDonald's Player Game Award, as well as the varsity team. But again, that's on Tuesday night, and as far as I know, I don't believe there's a freshman game. So if it's reserve varsity, it starts at 5. And I believe it's the 75 and 94 courthouse teams, volleyball teams, are going to get recognized. I believe Ashley Diatley, the coach of courthouse, told me so. We'll talk more about that on Monday. So want to tune in for that if you don't get a chance to be there live to see the action. So 2 games for you. Then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back a week from Thursday. We have another courthouse volleyball. Then we got football, Hillsboro and Trace. It's homecoming. And then the following Monday, we do Logan Elm at Miami Trace. Then we come here and we do Trace Courthouse soccer on the 3rd. The following week, we do
Courthouse versus Hillsboro.
Courthouse and Hillsboro volleyball, homecoming. And around that time is also the tournament draws. So we may have a couple tournament games. And then, of course, the last Friday will be Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse in town. And depending upon how that goes, we may have a tournament game first Friday in November if anybody's in the top 8. So we got plenty for you, and then we'll take a break for about 4 to 6 weeks, as yet another surgery I have to take care of, and then we'll bounce back and have basketball. We have bowling, so that'll keep us busy, and then after that, we'll have yet another bit of surgery. Get the old defibrillator working right, and then come back and do baseball. Why is it all my surgeries are scheduled around sports season?
I don't know.
It just kind of a freaky thing. But so, in case you care, you want to say your prayers in advance for the big guy, you can go ahead and do that, all right? And if not, that's fine, because we're ready for second half play-by-play. So let's get it started. Circleville. They'll go right to left, across your screen. As we start the second half. 1-0, Trace with the lead. Again, the only score came at the 20-21 mark, but Ian Rayburn. Huggins for Circleville. Ball taken by Mavis. Now Circleville battling it around in the Trace territory. Now they kick it back. Ashton Groff, Jr. comes down that right side, and it's out of bounds. Groff will throw the ball in. Lobs to Maiji I. Back out front now to Fowler. Fowler tries to spin move. Little hand contact there with Comner. Now ball's taken. Good steal there by Burns. Kicks it in advance. This one's to Rayburn. Rayburn, little bumping going on. Stops, tries to get. Nice save by Circleville. That was a nice play. As the young man from Circleville, that being Ashton Barchi, got it right in front of the goal around the 5-yard line and kicked it out of bounds. And that one's now another shot on goal. As Trace misses, that's their fourth opportunity. But a good defensive play there by Will Flory, excuse me. 37:55 left here in the second half of play. 1-0, Trace with the lead. Again, a goal at about the 20-minute mark by the Panthers. It's the only score we've had so far. Trace trying to battle to get it downfield. Circleville, though, trying to get the defense set up. There's Groff again. Long kick down to the right side. Got to make sure which side I'm on there, David. And, coming up, look. Somebody hurt his ankle a little bit, didn't it? Spencer Smith. He was limping just a little bit. Yeah, look at him. He's limping a little bit. He's going to try to play through it. He's limping, though. And I don't see any substitutions. Might be one of those, just have to walk it off a little bit. Meanwhile, here comes Miami Trace. Lead again. Here comes again. This is Rayburn. Got around the 15-yard line. Gets it over now to Montgomery. Montgomery trying to spin. No go. Taken again by Circleville. Down the field. Ball's knocked around. And that will now go down to the left side and short kick in front of the Circleville goalie. And he will kick or throw the ball.
Trace goalie.
Huh?
Trace goalie.
Trace goal, yeah. And now I believe, we're going to get a substitution in now, as that will be Spencer Smith, who came down, looked like he did something with his ankle. He's been limping now for about a minute and a half. And finally, Coach Torkelman taking him out. Give him a break. I've been saying Levi Morrison is number 18. He's 8. So I want to correct that. I looked down there on the score sheet. He switched the numbers on me, so I apologize if I didn't correctly recognize him. Ball's kicked out of bounds by Sinjing Smith. Circleville on the attack and goes wide to the right as the young man from Circleville finally gets up. That's Huggins. Just under the 35-minute mark. Still 1-0. Circleville with the lead. This will be Morrison here, number 8. We'll get ready to kick. Morrison has played some goal this year, but tonight on defense, getting Avery Bennett in on the game. Senior and senior, interchangeable parts there, I guess, huh? Lead. And coming all the way out to the right side at about the 5-yard line, getting on the ground and tossing it downfield was Will Flory. Trace again on the attack. Rayburn. Try to get it to Smith. Long, and that one is right in front of the goal as it was missed by Mavis. Now Trace again. There's the kick again. It's going to be way short. So Flory's looking at his teammates like, you guys want to give me a little help here? Well, it'll end up, comes off one of their heads and gives it right back to Trace. We played it about 7 minutes here, and they probably have had what, David? The ball 80% of the time, if not a little bit longer. It's been all on Trace's side, practically. Now, is it going to be Morrison? Is it going to be Burns? They're both of them standing there. Now it's going to be Morrison. Long kick. Ball's kicked around. Burr tried to get it and goes out of bounds off Circleville, and Panthers will get it back. And again, it'll be Morrison. And to Rayburn. A lot of these young men played last year as underclassmen, so Coach Torkelman has got some veterans on his squad. And there's still a few of them. They're sophomores and juniors. So they're going to be in pretty good shape. And then their junior high team won today, and they're 7-1, David. So some of those kids will be moving up. So Morrison will get a free kick just outside midfield. Kicks it long, and there's the throw, and there's the kick, and there's the goal. And that is by Mercury Montgomery. Comes at the 31:56 mark. And an assist there by Morrison. Yeah, that's good. So Morrison with the goal, and I should say with the assist, and Montgomery with the goal. So now we 2-0, and we'll take a break here as Miami Trace now has bumped that lead by 1. You're watching boys soccer here on WCHC.
Fayette County is a community of hope. Join us on October 5th to find or to be a light in the dark. A glow walk to promote suicide prevention and awareness will take place October 5th at 7 p.m. at the Miami Trace High School football field. This is your opportunity to get support and resources or to provide support for others. Let's light up the night to help our friends, our family, or ourselves find a way out of the dark. For more information or to register, visit the Fayette County Public Health website at faycohd.org. That's FAYCOHD.org.
Ball goes to the left side of the goal, and coming over and stopping it is Bennett, as Circleville will try a corner shot. It's up, and again, good hands by Bennett as he stops it, but Circleville, now they're a little aggressive, comes down, and then Trace comes right back and gets the steal. Mavis down the right side, across field, now over to Rayburn. Rayburn shot up, and coming up and getting the goal is Flory. But again, Trace continues that aggressive play. High shot. Here comes Mavis, and it's high, and Mavis, one of those, can't believe I missed it. So the clock continues to roll with the 30-minute mark. So Circleville down 2-0. Again, they were tied at 0-0, and their only loss this year to Bloom Carroll ended up getting outscored 3-1 in the second half. If you're Miami Trace, you would love nothing better than maybe get another goal, David, just to seal this bad boy. Bennett kicks down field to Burns, now trailing on the play is Smith. Tack right side, and that is Spencer Smith, the young man who went out of that game with that ankle problem. It's good to see him back in there, Dave. Trace again on offense. Good play by Mavis. Unfortunately, there was an offsides. I think I'm getting the hang of this now, Dave, on the offsides.
There you go.
About time, right? Long kick by Circleville. And it's kicked out of bounds by Smith, who still is limping just a little bit, Dave. He's not as bad. I don't know if he wrapped his ankle up or he tried to walk it off or what the deal was. We'll have to find out, maybe Coach Torkelman after the game. Throw in. Header by Trace. Goes all the way back out, now close to midfield. Long kick. And trying and got the save is Bennett. He came out to around the 5-yard line to play that. Of course, with the 10 yards, with the goal in the back of the end zone, that gives you a good 15-yard cushion there. We're under 28 minutes left here in this second half. Volleyball doubleheader next Tuesday night, Reserve Varsity, approximately 5 p.m. from Washington Courthouse. We will have Courthouse and Trace girls soccer October the 3rd. And then we'll have to wait and see how the tournament draws go. We had a soccer game last year, I think it was, David, Piketon and Trace?
Yep.
But then they surprised us and told us that tournament, when you're up eight goals, you're done. So we had a halftime show and a postgame show all in one, if I remember correctly, which we don't mind. At least now we are aware of it. Well, the throw in, it goes by the head of Rayburn. He was trying to do a little header, got by him. Circleville comes up with it. Anthony Wade. Now kicking it right back will be Spencer that is. Circleville. Now to Mejael. He's about the 35-yard line. Gets a kick to the backside and goes to the right, as that one was attempted by Jackson Hatfield, a senior. Just a little over 26 minutes now left here in this game. And Circleville will get a shot from the corner. I believe that's Huggins. Goes up. Circleville trying to get a ball come off their leg, try to get a goal, and it didn't work. Now we have a violation called by the back judge. Let's see who's going to call it on. And Circleville was going to get the ball. That's a penalty kick right there. And he is standing about 13 yards in front of the goal. It's 1-on-1. There's the shot. It's up. It's good. So getting the penalty kick, and it's good, is Caton Paxton. 25:59 here in the second period of play. So violation, and they get the penalty out of it. So 2-1 now is your score. So a penalty kick by Paxton pulls Circleville back to within 1. Trace now on the break, and now it's Circleville again, and now comes back to Trace on defense. Kick down the right sideline, and will go out of bounds by Burns. So Circleville will retain possession. It's a good thing we end up having that air conditioner on in the press box, David. Looks like it's feeling a little bit warm outside. Bright sunny afternoon. See a couple folks over there got some umbrellas up. Ball's kicked all the way back to around the 30 to Smith. And coming up and trying to steal it was Paxton, and Smith's going to get called for a tripping. The Panther players are like, oh, come on. You know, you've seen worse than that. But Circleville will get it, so a free kick coming up to Fowler. We'll get it in. And now, coming back up again, Mavis, who I believe had 2 goals the other night against Greenfield in a 4-2 loss, if I remember correctly. He'll get ready to kick the ball. Long in front of Burns, and Burns almost had a chance, but you got to give Flory the goal. Stop there. That's another shot on goal, 5 for each both teams, as Flory came out and stopped it. High kick. Press being put on. It's Rodriguez, and he will kick it all the way down where Flory will come out to almost the 20-yard line. Get ready, and we got a whistle. We get yet another violation.
The ref's going to have a talk with both of them.
Which say, Dave?
The ref's going to have a talk with both of them.
Okay.
So they kind of shoulder checked each other after that initial contact.
Yep. And up, Circleville's going to be the one that's going to have it. It's going to be number 12, Zach Bale at midfield. Quickly blocked by Miami Trace. Now here comes the goal out in front. Good save by Miami Trace's Bennett. He came out a little bit to pick up the loose ball. Now a quick kick down to the right side and way over the head of Ian Rayburn. Now the ball's knocked loose and will go out of bounds. Trace will retain possession. 22 and a half minutes left in the game. 2-1. Trace with the lead. Pressure being applied there. Coming up with it will be Trace. They try to give and go. Montgomery. Now over to Rayburn. Ian stops. Right side of the end zone. Kicks it back out front. That's to Burns. And then he kicks it and it's way outside. So Flory, the goalie for Circleville, will get ready to kick it downfield. And quickly, Trace gets it back, and then Rayburn kicks it down about 20 yards, and Flory comes out and catches it and throws it downfield again. Trace trying a little give and go. Doesn't work. Circleville. Their side of the field. And it goes out of bounds. So Connor will be ready to throw it in. Over the head of Mavis. I don't know what in the heck that was. It looked like it came off Mavis's head, went back out of bounds, but they said it came off Circleville's head. And Circleville again will kick it out of bounds by Fowler. Play defense. You can't get the play, kick it out of bounds, I guess, as it works so far. Throw in. That'll go out of bounds. And we'll go to the Panthers. Sinjing Smith with the throw down and trying to save it and kicked it wide and out of bounds is Liam Havens. We'll be taking another break here in just about a moment or so for hear from our great sponsors are with us all season long. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we do split screen so you won't miss anything. David's got that technology down pat, so he just points at me and says, start talking. He does the rest. Coming down, Circleville. Now out to the Groff. Top the key, now over to Fowler. And the ball is partially deflected. And saving it will be Mavis. And he's knocked down, and they're going to go to Circleville. Really? And now holding his hands was Mavis. Trace comes right back and gets the ball. A little aggressive play out there, Dave. But if you're going to do it for both teams, I guess it's the way to do it. And Mavis again falls down. So they try a little give and go. Now kick way down to Rayburn. It goes out of bounds. And no, we will take a break here. 19 minutes exactly left in the game. 2-1, Trace leads. You're watching boys soccer here on WCHC.
Were you exposed to toxins or other hazards while serving our country? If so, please give the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission a call at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment. Let us assist you to get the benefits that you rightfully deserve.
Okay, we're back to action here as Circleville has it. Kick far right, and it goes out of bounds off of Paxton. We won't get into all the details. We'll just tell you that a Trace player and a Circleville player was a little bit pushing each other. The official, for some reason, though, called the yellow card on a Trace player. And
There was a Circleville player that was getting kind of rough and hitting a couple guys, and then the Trace player that got the yellow card came in to defend them, which he should not have done.
Okay.
And knocked the other guy over pretty hard.
That's why the card, when you knock the guy down. Yeah, this was totally away from where the action was going on. So David just explained to you. Got a little more aggressive than needed to be.
Honestly, there should have been probably a double yellow card there, but
Yeah, both teams should have gotten, but official did not call it that way, called it against Trace. Circleville gets it back. Now it's ball's knocked and kicked out of bounds by Gurry. Now they say it came off Circleville's foot, so it's going to go back to the Panthers. We're just about 16 and a half minutes left in the game. A 2-1 ball game in favor of the Panthers. Down the right side, Rayburn. There's the kick and the lefty, and it's wide, now to bounce. As Sinjing Smith had a nice kick on it, unfortunately went wide with it. That one goes out of bounds. So the Panthers will retain possession once again. Burns to Montgomery. Rayburn. Shot. Nice knockdown by the Circleville goalie, Will Flory. We'll give him a goal saved on that one, as he made a real nice play. Panthers again. Here
Offside.
comes Ian, and it's like another offsides. So at the 15-minute mark, Circleville will take the free kick at the 30-yard line. Ian 70 yards away. There's the high kick. Circleville trying to hit it with the header, and fell short. And a good save by Bennett. I've got him unofficially with 5 shots on goals and 2 saves today. Unfortunately, he's given up 1. Flory's got 6 shots on goal and has given up 2 goals and 1 save. And that one goes way off to the left side there. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Epifano McDonald's star of the game, and we'll also be talking to Coach Torkelman of Miami Trace. If the Panthers hold on to this one, but Circleville still has a say. Little bump there. Another little bump. All God's children had a little bump out there, huh? That ball, whoa! Another midair collision, and again, a couple players hit their heads colliding. And again, this one is Kaylin Johnson, freshman from Circleville. And can't see the trace number. Slow getting up. Johnson's shaking it off. Well, when this game's done, David, I think we can truly say this was a very physical game today.
yeah, these guys were playing.
Even though there was one yellow card, there was a lot of bumping and pushing and shoving going on. Now, maybe they've allowed this more and more going on in sports, but
It's gotten to the point to where it's happened enough to both teams that they're starting to get a little bit chippy with each other. A little bit of resentment on both sides, I think.
that's Jaden Comer from Miami Trace. So while he's taking his time to get ready, let's go ahead and take another quick break. It's 2-1. Trace leads. 13:31 left in the game here on WCHC.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
Ashton Groff from Circleville will get ready to throw the ball in from out of bounds after the mid-air collisions. They have taken Jaden Crummer to the bench. Nothing else, just kind of maybe get the cobwebs ironed out a little bit. A header by Circleville right in front of the goal. Goes wide. Montgomery gets the save. Comes down. Tries to push it in front of Rayburn, but Circleville gets it back. Paxton. Ball's knocked down, and we're going to have a whistle, and Paxton's now on the ground. And Mavis, good sportsmanship there. So another free kick after the trip. Ball will be at about the 18-yard line, so if you add to the goal, this would be a 28-yard kick if he was able to get it off successfully. Nope. They're going to change it up, and kicking it wide left is Paxton. They have been having Johnson do it, but he got shaken up on that last play, if I remember correctly. So Paxton misses far to the left side. How many have we seen that today, David? What, at least half a dozen for Circleville? Kicking it wide left like that. Trace, meanwhile, will get set back up on defense. Circleville again on the attack. Paxton tries to go up the middle, and good save there by Bennett again. Coming out just inside the field. We're under 12 minutes left in this game, still 2-1. Miami Trace with the lead. Burns tries to lead, and he does to Montgomery. Merrick with the ball. Now to Rayburn. Ball's knocked loose. Rayburn gets the save. Rayburn sets. Now gets it over to Mavis. Mavis. Ball gets away from him. Saved by Paxton. Now Johnson, who we just talked about a few minutes ago, got kind of a little knock job there on the head. Was able to walk it off. He kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to call the contact on that one.
Yeah, it was. It was enough of a contact that Levi Morris will get ready for the free kick. Downfield, and that one goes wide and high. And the ball is pushed, and my goodness, Rayburn got pushed down, and they're going to get him a chance in the end zone on a penalty. So Rayburn will get to kick the ball, as it was a push by one of the Circleville players. And so a free kick by Miami Trace at about the 3-yard line, and the goalie, Flory, and it's 1-on-1. There's the kick. Oh, it hit the high goal. It hit the pole on the high end. My goodness, what a golden opportunity there. Goes by the wayside. Couldn't quite get it. Ball battled around. Wow. And Burns is really upset, and I don't blame him. I think he was expecting the ball to dip a little bit, David, and it didn't. It just went straight and hit the high goal of the post of the goal and went by the wayside. Now, and there's another trip at around the 25-yard line. So another kick coming up for Miami Trace. You got Spencer Smith trying to direct traffic here. Ball at about the 28. Smith will be the one that's kicking it. Now he backs off. Short kick to Burns. Burns, he gets pulled down and nothing called there. Somebody explain to me why. Ball's kicked high in the air. Here comes Circleville. Good header there by Spencer Smith. And Circleville going at it, and it goes out of bounds on Miami Trace, and we're down now to 8 minutes left in this game. There's the throw in, bounce, and quickly coming up, and Bennett getting a nice save. Oh, we got what? Yep. Said they're going to do it again. And Trace has it. Eric Cooper now in the game, number 25.
Heck of a save there.
Huh?
Heck of a save there.
Yeah. So the goal short. Long kick down to this end. And it's going to go out of bounds. Tell you, Ian Rayburn today, number 10, has probably done. He's probably run more than enough for a cross-country, to say the least, David. He has run all day long. Trace up 2-1. We're down to 7 minutes. Here's Burns. Shot up.
In there.
Goal! We may not be able to say it like the big boys, but it's goal there. So Burns with the goal. It comes at 6:56 in the second half. And that now makes the score 3-1. So we got Burns with a goal. We got Rayburn with a goal. And we've got Montgomery with a goal. For Burns, that's his 9th goal of the season, Dave. Circleville now down by 2 goals. They've got to get something going here. This one is kicked all the way to the right, and will take a long journey out down by the fence. So Rayburn, Burns, and Montgomery, the 3 goals so far for the Panthers. And they're wanting maybe get them more. We'll find out as they're up 3-1, but Circleville retains and gets the ball downfield. kicked. Flower with it. Now it's kicked out by Trace. And we're going to have a little battle on that far right side. Officials said it goes to Miami Trace. Now we have a timeout here as we have yet another. Well, that's Johnson. That's the young man that was hurt a little bit earlier. So he'll take the long walk to this end, and they'll bring in Lucas Cameron, a junior. Limping a little bit is Johnson, a young freshman. The ball is Circleville's, not Miami Trace. Apologize on that. Now coming up with it is Trace. Whoa! And we're going to have yet another whistle. I've lost track of how many free kicks and stuff they've had. Trace quickly gets the ball downfield. Rayburn with it to the right side. Stops, throw up, and it goes wide to the right side. Or left side, I should say. So Trace tried to pull a quick one there, didn't they? And it almost worked. Burns comes up again, trying to come up with another steal. Unfortunately, offside, so ball goes back to Circleville on a free kick. Kick it down. Header by Spencer Smith. Now Montgomery with the kick. They'll be way short of the goal with 4 minutes left. And Circleville trying to throw it in and keep the play going. Paxton. Now coming up will be Sinjing Smith. Goes now over to Burns. Burns down the right side. Looks, sets up, and there's the shot, and there's the goal. So Burns with his second goal of the contest. 3:39 left in the game. And now it makes the score 4-1 in favor of Miami Trace. Well, we may have our star of the game.
Yeah.
Way he's shooting. So Landon Burns with 2 goals in the contest. He's got 10 now for the season. He's in double digits. At about the halfway part of the schedule. He could put up some really good numbers if this keeps up. Fight on the sideline, goes out of bounds. And Morrison will throw it in. Battle for the ball, and it'll be Esker. Trying to keep it going and play. Coming up will be Paxton. Now with the steal will be Buckley. And it's kicked out of bounds, and it goes back to Circleville, who's now down 4-1 with just under 3 minutes left in the game. Battle back and forth. Coming up with it, Mavis. Then taken by Circleville. He'll again try to set up the offensive duties. Trace watching. Long kick. Ball's way short. Trace saying, just take your time, take your time. Rayburn getting knocked down at about the 20-yard line, and we're going to have another violation. So Rayburn will get pushed. One official kind of ignored the calls from the Circleville fans. They said, well, they're still playing. Well, yeah, Trace will be the ones kicking the ball. That's who's playing. So now the officials are conferring. That's one thing I don't want the job of being official for any of these sports activities, David. You're in a no-win situation no matter what you do. So Levi Morris at the 20-yard line will get ready for the penalty kick. Set. And there's the kick. Gets high. Well, now we have another violation. They're going to call a violation on Circleville.
Number 12 will get the yellow card.
So these officials are not mics, so we can't tell what's going on, folks. I apologize, but that's just the way it is. So the ball was kicked at the 20-yard line. I didn't see any movement. But whatever it was, somebody, it looks like Zach Bell, number 12, said something for Circleville, said something to Morrison on the penalty kick. So they're going to substitute. He's out, and they're going to let him go again. Jonathan Mills. So here we go again. Up. It hits the goal post, goes out, and it will now go back to Circleville. Well, on that first exchange, it went through the goal post. The second time, it hit the goal post. 90 seconds left in the game. 4-1, Trace with the lead and possibly the win here. Another offset penalty. Circleville will set it up on the free kick at the 40. Long kick, lead in. Good play there by Bennett. Lays down on top of it. And now we'll take his time, let the clock run down as we're under a minute. And now here comes Rayburn.
Got a chance
Energizer
again.
Bunny goes with it, puts it up. Whoa! Still has it. Kicks it to the middle, and it goes wide. He was trying to set up Mavis. Circleville has the ball. We're down to 30 seconds. Coming up, Smith gets it over to Trout. Back to Circleville. Fowler trying to lead to Meiji Al, and goes out of bounds. Clock running
That'll
down,
do it.
and that's the game. So we have run out of time, and the final score, Miami Trace is victorious. And yet, I think you have to consider this maybe a slight upset today. 4-4-1 against 7-1. Well, no matter what it was, Trace wins, and they sweep today's series. The girls win 4-0, and the boys win by a score of 4-1. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the Epifano McDonald's postgame show. We'll talk to Coach Torkelman and also named our player of the game. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon.
As you plan your elective surgeries, remember that the best rehabilitation is right here locally at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. With physical, occupational, and speech therapy 7 days a week, our teams can get you back to enjoying life. Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor, sister facilities with a family feel.
All right, we're back here at Tony's Welding Fabrication Stadium at Miami Trace High School, and it was a good day for the Panthers as both the girls and the boys were victorious over the Circleville Tigers. The girls winning 4-0, their third shutout, and they've won now 4 of their last 5 games. The Miami Trace boys now have also won 4 of their last 5 games, and it's kind of ironic that both the teams lost to Greenfield. It didn't quite make sense, but that's the way it goes. I'll check it. The boys lost to Hillsboro, and the girls lost to Greenfield. That was it. So anyway, congratulations to Miami Trace, Coach Torketman, with a win. 4-1. Double goals there by Landon Burns. He scored both of his goals in the second half, and they came within 3.5 minutes of each other. He had a goal to make it 3-1 at the 6:56 mark, and then came back and scored yet again at the 3:39 mark to make it 4-1. Rayburn, scored the first goal of the contest. He scored that in the first at 20-21, and then in the second half, a goal by Montgomery with an assist by, I believe it was assist by, let me see here, Esker, I believe it was. I'll have to double check on that. But anyway, it's a 31-56 in the contest there. No, Morrison was the one that got the assist. All right. No, Morrison got the goal. Well, somebody got the assist, David. You know my writing. He's saying, yeah, I know your writing. So anyway, 2 goals from Burns, a goal apiece from Rayburn, and also Montgomery. The only goal for Circleville, that came on a penalty kick with 25:59 left in the game, and that was by Caden Paxton, and that at the time made it 2-1, and then Trace put it away toward the end and getting 2 more goals and win 4-1. So as we mentioned, with the victory, Miami Trace now will go in soccer action to 5-4-1. And again, they have now won 4 of their last 5 games. They beat Waverly, Clinton Massey, Greenfield, lost 2 to 4 to Hillsboro, but then come back today and win by a 4-1 score. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay with us right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
Are you a new parent looking for support? Fayette County Public Health offers several programs to connect with new moms, dads, and babies to provide support for your parenting journey. Family Connects provides a nurse visit to support your family right after you come home with your new baby. The nurse can answer questions or address concerns you may have, and they can also connect you to any clinical or community support you need. If you would like regular support as you navigate your parenting journey and your child's developmental milestones, the Help Me Grow home visiting program may be a good fit. We also offer car seat checks, baby massages, and the WIC supplemental nutrition program. Call 740-335-5910 for more information. Together, we can build stronger and healthier families. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us at 740-335-1610 to see how we can best service you.
All right, back here on our post-game program, and looks like we're talking to the 4 seniors. Is that right?
Yep.
I've got this down on. You never know what Coach Torkelman is going to come up with. One time he brought up a bunch of junior high kids. I think there was 10 of them. We interviewed every single one. So I have no problem with that, all right? But we're going to talk to the 4 seniors here before we announce our player of the game. With us now is Avery Bennett. Avery is a goalkeeper for the team. Have you played goal all year? Or?
Yeah. Well, I didn't start as a keeper. I played a little bit of keeper, and when I was younger, and then I got into club, and they utilized my speed on the wing. And then switching to middle school, we didn't really have a backup keeper, so I filled in that slot, and I put in the time and effort and get the job done, win the spot.
Okay. Today, what were some of the challenges that you thought Circleville would try to show to you guys?
We talked big about their defense. Their defense was definitely their strongest point. We really talked about not letting the defense win the ball and transition themselves into offense and lead to goals, which is what we didn't want to happen. And we did well on stopping them on that. One thing we did watch out for was their throw-ins. They did have a guy that could launch it into the box, so we had to make sure we were marking, win the ball out of the air. So those were a few things we made sure to work on.
I was keeping stats, and I don't know what their official stats was. I had that they had 5 shots on goals against you and only 1 goal, and that was, I think, on a penalty kick. And then I think you had 1 or 2 saves. Basically, to be honest with you, most of the action was down at your guys' end of the field most of the afternoon. I figure maybe 60, 70%.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, we were able to not let the defense transition. So we stepped to the ball, we passed it, we pulled it back out in case there wasn't an open shot. We crossed it. We beat them on every aspect of the field. I mean, we did our job. Thorman, told us exactly what we needed to watch for, and I mean, we executed not perfectly, but we executed as best as we could.
All right. So, again, Avery Bennett, one of our guests here. Thanks for joining us, Avery.
Thank you.
He had the headphones down to the next person. Spencer Smith. Spencer, another senior member. On defense, what to the average person, that's probably says they keep somebody from scoring. Is that right?
I mean, yeah, basically, but honestly, there's a lot more to playing defense. I used to play wing like my freshman through junior year. Defense is something new, but I've always kind of had a defensive play style kind of. But playing defense is more so man marking than kind of, I don't know. It's more so you have to play the man than play the ball at points.
When you guys are out there, obviously the coach is trying to sub you guys in and out effectively, but has it come to a time where you're just like, I don't know if I can put up with this anymore. I've got to have a break?
I mean, sometimes you get out there and you get tired, but you really just got to keep pushing through. I usually don't like being subbed off the field because I know we don't really have many subs to give, but usually I'll stay on the field for most of the game, if not all of it.
Now, you're the one who hurt your ankle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell what happened on that.
He just came up from behind me and got the back of my ankle. That was really all to it.
No scandal or anything we have to talk
Yeah,
about
no.
that. Okay. I have to admit, though, maybe it's just me, but it seemed like play was really rough out there today.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It usually is. Miami Trace Soccer, we like to get rough, but also we don't take it. We don't take roughness. We don't let that happen.
Where's that borderline, though, at?
Once they start getting chippy, it's back and forth, really.
Yeah, we saw that. Unfortunately, one of your players got a yellow card, and I'm thinking, well, wait a minute, 2 of them going at it. Why not the second one, Circleville, get one? But they didn't, so we'll let that one go, I guess. Got half the season done now so far. Tell us a little bit what you guys would like to try to accomplish here in the second half.
The second half of the season, we're really just focusing on keeping our win streak going. We're not trying to give up many goals or really take any losses. We're just trying to keep the win streak going, keep it alive.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Spencer. Let's now go to number 3, another senior, Ian Mavis. Ian, tell us a little bit about where you play at and what you saw out there today.
So I'm a midfielder, so my job is to kind of run the middle of the field. I like scoring, but the goal for myself isn't to score, it's to make sure the team scores. So I try to find passes more than I try to find shots.
I know that the coach gave us some stats. There's 3 of you had 8 goals coming into the game, so you're one of the leaders on the team and stuff. Is there certain things that you see on the field that opens things up?
Yeah. So I just use my field vision. Like, a lot of people want to just dribble it up the middle of the field and take a shot, but if I see a pass on the wing or a pass down the middle, I'm going to take that rather than just running into the defense. So, yeah.
Now that you've had a chance to play half your schedule and things like that, I'll ask you the same question I asked Spencer. What are some of the goals that you guys would like to try to do here in the second half of play?
Definitely just keep winning, probably try to build more team chemistry and just everybody improving their aspect of the team going forward.
How big of a win was this today against Circleville? I mean, they came in here 7-1.
Yeah, it was a pretty big win because they definitely beat us by a lot last year, so I think we kind of took that personal and didn't lay off the gas. So, yeah, it was a pretty big win.
And, of course, it's still time, but seeding is going to be involved as well down the road with tournaments. And I know last year you guys was able to get a home game in that first one. Hopefully this will be a help you guys as well.
Yeah.
All right. One other question I want to ask you. What's your favorite subject?
In school?
Yes.
Probably history, honestly. I find
no,
it
I mean on the soccer field. What's your favorite goal? No, I'm just teasing. Yeah, in school, yeah.
Yeah, definitely history, yeah.
You want to be a teacher or anything? Or?
Heck no.
I never saw a look like that in my life. Have you kind of set a goal what you want? I mean, you are a senior, or it's just too early?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to get into school before I probably pick my major, honestly. I'm going to go in undecided.
Do you want to play sports?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, well, congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
maybe we'll catch you guys around tournament time, all right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right, we've got one more guest here for you. Mr. Mr. Morrison, Levi. There you go.
There we go.
Levi, tell us a little bit about yourself. What position do you play?
So I just kind of play wherever they put me. I've been playing a lot of midfield recently. I've played in goal before. Avery's been locking down pretty good this year, so I haven't gotten too much time.
Yeah.
A lot of times this year I'm midfield, outside on the wing, up on striker, just offensive player mostly.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't your sister have a good game earlier today?
Yeah, she probably did.
You didn't really pay attention. You got too much on your mind.
I was up working on the video production computer up there.
Oh,
so, yeah.
okay, gotcha. So you have to try to do a little bit of everything here.
Yeah.
What other activities are you involved in school?
Oh, it's a long list. Football, that's a big one that's taking up a lot of time right now. Winter, I'm in academic quiz bowl, which is an academic sport.
Right.
Yeah. And then in the spring, I play tennis. And then
play tennis too?
Yeah. And then I'm also involved in the class play and a few other like clubs and just one-off competitions and stuff.
Yeah, you sound busy.
Yeah.
You sound busy. I'll ask you the same thing I asked the guys, is the fact that, the second half of the season is going to be coming up. What things do you want to try to strive for?
I want to do well in tournaments this year. And that, of course, comes with doing well the rest of our season. And today was a big day in that because they're a team that's in our district, in our division, even with after the redivisioning that the state did. They're still a team that we could see again in tournaments. And if we do, we'll now see them here because of the massive win today.
Okay. All right, well, you guys have got some good goals ahead of you. Again, we will be following you, see how things are going. And like I say, if we get lucky, we'll try to pick you up maybe in a home tournament game down the road. Congratulations again, being a seniors this year. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Special. And we'll see you hopefully down the road, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thanks for having
guys.
us.
Appreciate it. All right, the four seniors from the Miami Trace soccer team join us. Once again, Avery Bennett, also Spencer Smith. We have Levi Morrison. Also, we had Ian Mavis. Yes. Had to look at all the names here. All right. So, is Coach coming up or not?
Whatever you want.
Well, if he get a chance, tell him to come up real quick.
Okay.
And we'll.
Oh, he's cleaning up out there.
Okay, well, we'll just wrap it up then.
Okay.
All right, we'll go ahead and tell you that our player of the game, of course, was the gentleman that, of course, came up 2 goals in the contest. Congratulations goes out to Landon Burns. He scored both of his goals in the second half. He'll be recognized as our Epifano player of the game at the end of the season. So, David, that's about it. We got through it okay, and got to talk to some more fellas as well. So congratulations to all of them. Final score again in the girls' game today. Miami Trace wins 4-0. Boys win 4-1 over Circleville. We'll be back on the air Tuesday night for volleyball action. We hope you join us then. For Dave Woolever, I'm Randy Young. Goodbye and good night from Miami Trace.